Have you ever noticed how everything changes the moment you stop being blind to who they really are? The charm fades. The words lose power. And suddenly you can see. You see the patterns, the control, the lies hidden behind the smiles. That moment, when the narcissist knows you know, is a powerful one. It's the end of their control and the beginning of your freedom. For so long they played the perfect role. The lover, the friend, the helper, the one who understands you better than anyone else. They studied your soul like a map, learning what makes you laugh, what makes you cry, what you crave when you feel alone. They mirrored your light so well that you thought you had finally found someone who saw the real you. But what they were really doing was collecting data, information to use against you later. They gave you attention to make you dependent. They praised you to make you crave their approval. And when you started seeing the cracks, they made you doubt your own eyes. They said you were overreacting, too sensitive, or imagining things. You began to question yourself instead of them. That's how they win until you wake up. And one day you do. You start noticing how every apology is empty, how every promise is temporary, how every moment of peace only lasts until you stop feeding their ego. You begin to realize that their love was never love. It was leverage. Their kindness always had a hidden motive. Their care only lasted as long as you played your part. That's when your spirit wakes up. And trust me, they feel it. Narcissists can always sense when their illusion is breaking. At first, they'll test the waters. They might suddenly turn sweet again, sending messages, apologizing, talking about change. But it's not repentance, it's strategy. They don't fear losing you. They fear losing control over you. So they will try to pull you back. With guilt, with charm, with tears, or even with spiritual talk. Whatever works. But this time something is different. You're not reacting the same way. The compliments don't move you. The insults don't define you. They can feel the shift in your energy. That quiet strength that comes when truth enters your soul. And that's what scares them most. Because narcissists live off illusions and your awareness destroys their entire kingdom of lies. So they panic. They might call you cold, proud, or ungrateful. They might start twisting the story, telling others that you were the problem. They'll do anything to keep their image intact. Because exposure is their greatest fear. When you see them clearly, you hold a mirror up to their emptiness, and they can't stand the reflection. They start watching you closely. Every post, every silence, every reaction becomes a test. They're looking for weakness. They're hoping you'll slip, hoping you'll still care. They might reach out pretending to need help or closure. But deep down, it's just another move to see if you're still under their spell. Yet you're not the same person anymore. You've seen too much. You've learned their patterns. And knowledge is the one thing they can't take from you. The moment you stop dancing to their rhythm, they lose the music. They can't control what they can't confuse. That's when some of them will disappear completely, a silent discord, hoping their absence will make you chase them. Others will rage, gossip, and do anything to destroy your peace. But all of it means the same thing. Your awakening threatens their illusion. You're no longer a pawn in their game. What they once controlled through fear or affection no longer works. You've learned to say no and mean it. You've learned that your peace is not negotiable. You start realizing that you didn't lose them. You lost the illusion they created. And that's not loss. That's liberation. This moment, when the narcissist knows you know, is the moment your soul begins to breathe again. It's when you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop trying to get closure from people who benefit from keeping you confused. You begin to heal. You begin to rebuild. You begin to rise. And as you rise, they will say you've changed. They'll call you distant, cold, or selfish. But don't be surprised. That's what freedom looks like to someone who only knew how to control you. You are no longer the version of yourself that begged for love. You've stepped into the version that is love. You've reclaimed your voice, your worth, and your peace. When the narcissist knows you know, they lose their grip. But you gain your wings. You stop needing revenge, explanations, or validation. Your silence becomes your statement. Your healing becomes your victory. You stop reacting and start observing. You stop fighting for their approval and start walking in your truth. Let them think what they want. Let them tell their stories. None of it matters anymore. Because the truth doesn't need defending, it only needs to be seen. And now you see. So walk away with grace. Not with anger, but with understanding. They taught you what false love looks like. Now go and experience the real kind. They showed you what manipulation feels like. Now go and discover what peace feels like. You don't owe them war. You owe yourself healing. When the narcissist knows you know, you become dangerous. Not because you fight, but because you refuse to. Your calm is their chaos. Your peace is their punishment. And your truth is their exposure. Keep your light. Guard your peace. And remember, the greatest revenge against narcissistic control is not hatred, not exposure, but freedom. Silent, powerful, divine freedom. You survived what was meant to break you. You saw the truth, and the truth set you free. And that is how your healing begins.